It'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On play action, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Etienne going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. When you look at the Saints' defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
That is caught, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 11. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Finding ETN here. Catching it on the out route. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now 2nd and 9. Lawrence will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. ETN up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 35 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
21-0 our score after 1. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Carr going to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes third down at 7. Here's Carr to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Hey, Lion,
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Silver.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
11. Great job.
Another tote for Etienne. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
What now?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Agnew now to return. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Lawrence on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 34 yards. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Saints 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Carr. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derek Carr with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action with Lawrence. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tano Passigno. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Screenplay, here's ETN. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jags have taken a 5-touchdown lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
On the return, here's Agnew. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I...
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10. On their side of midfield at the 47. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Rolling to his right. And fights, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, 7:34. That's it.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
29. 29. 7:34. Express.
Smith in motion right. A busy night continues for Kamara, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And powering through at the 35. And he's got this down to the 35. 102 yards rushing now for Kamara, and it's a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
180. 180. We're good.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Carr now to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. One final try now for Carr. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown, the point after, but of little consequence in the ending as this one's now over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah,